guys. Welcome to the first episode.
Oh, we started?
Yes, we started. First episode of the SUJOBAE podcast. I am Joseph Kim, and to my left there is Suzie Lee. I thought, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. This is our first one. Suzie Lee and Matthew Bae. Do you guys want to just quickly introduce yourselves? Say something about yourself.
Ladies first.
Can you please go first?
Okay, I'll go first. Alright, what's up, guys? My name is Matthew Bae, as Joseph told you guys. So I am a senior.
I can't do this.
So I'm 22 years old. I am a corporate communication major with a minor in management.
I don't think you should tell them your majors. This is not Cornerstone. Okay, sorry.
We're doing introduction.
Okay.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois, specifically Palatine. So if you're from Palatine, woohoo.
Interesting fact
about
yourself.
Dude, if we get famous and someone hears you're from Palatine, you might get robbed. I would not say
Suzie, at this point, you know.
Okay, fine. All right. So interesting fact about me: I play hockey.
Oh,
nice.
No.
Nice.
Hi guys, my name is Suzie.
I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm joking. Keep going. Go.
My name is Suzie. I am 23 years old. I'm not gonna say my major or anything because this is not some sort of school organization.
She old. And yeah, hello guys. My name is Joseph. I am 21, and majoring in mechanical engineering here at Purdue University. And interesting fact.
Just fresh out of kunde right now.
Dude, I'm a dual citizen. Oh yeah. Citizen of Republic of Korea and the United States. So yeah, that is us, and we are the three hosts for this podcast.
We sound so interesting.
Okay, so we're gonna quickly introduce why we thought of this name, because you guys are probably thinking about what's the origin. If you're Korean, you probably already got it, right? So
yeah,
hopefully, maybe you
yeah,
hopefully got it.
Sujobae,
yeah,
you know?
Sujobae or SUJOBAE is basically a combination of our names. Su coming from Suzie, Joe coming from Joseph, and Bae coming from,
I don't think you need to explain that.
Matthew's last name, Bae. Yeah. Like Suzie said, it's referencing sujebi, which is a Korean dish.
Which is pretty good, by the way.
Yeah, Korean dish consisted of some kind of seafood or anchovy broth. You know, some kind of broth. And inside you basically put hand-pulled dough noodles. Or not really noodles, but hand-pulled dough pasta things. With vegetables, and it's pretty good. So.
If we hit 100 subscribers, we will live stream us making sujebi.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yep.
So just
hit that subscribe button right now.
Yeah, and follow Slee TV at Twitch.
Okay.
All right.
So what are
We're gonna talk about how. So we're gonna give an origin story of how us three met.
Yeah, I think that's a good starting point.
Which brings us to a question. One of our friends. Oh, what?
We'll choose that. Well, I mean, okay, yeah. So I guess it does.
Oh, I got this far. Okay.
Okay.
So before we started filming this podcast, we asked a couple friends of ours to ask us questions to answer on this podcast, and one of our friends told us, "I can't do it."
So one of our friends told us a question: can guys and girls be 100% platonic friends? Right, so that was a really good topic because obviously it's two guys, and I mean it could be three guys depending on how you look at it.
It's two guys and a girl.
It's two guys and a girl, right? So we're gonna first introduce quickly like how we met, and then the reason why we are still friends to this day without any of us dating each other.
I mean, it's been pretty long, man. It's been over 3 years.
Over 3 years, yeah, over 3 years now.
Closing on 4 years.
So the way I remember
closing in on 4 years. We're getting there.
Okay, so the way I remember it is that there was a Snapchat group chat, where it was all the Asians coming into Purdue at that time. So like, I don't want to, should I say names?
Well, guess who made it? Right here, Suzie Lee.
It was me.
Made a Snapchat group for incoming freshmen. If you know, her specialty is going on social media, searching up everyone who's coming to Purdue,
liking pictures of certain
Only
DM'd
Asians.
everyone, was like,
Only
you got a Snapchat, and those of us who were
Okay,
brave
it wasn't
enough to
that
give our
creepy. I was just
Snapchat
like,
usernames.
hey, I'm making a group chat. Like, do you guys
Yeah.
want to be in it? I asked for consent first.
Yeah,
The thing is, like, nobody would say no. So, like, we're just like, okay.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a Snapchat group chat coming into freshman year. And all of us are technically in the same grade or same age group, so we were all coming in as freshmen. So we were all in the same group chat, and obviously, as you guys know how Snapchat works, you take photos and you send them back and forth. So we all, like, you know, we were all just like, you know,
Wow,
before the
she's so
classes
pretty.
started, you know, just randomly sending Snapchats. And then I think within the first week of classes, or first week of school, we were trying to meet up sometimes, I think.
Were we?
Or we're trying to set up, like, hangouts, you know, like, hey, guys, if you guys want to hang
do you
out.
remember we planned a road trip? Remember, like, we low-key thought about that?
What do you mean? Like, in that group chat?
Yeah, like, we
I don't
were
remember
joking
that.
about, like, going on a road trip.
Oh,
But then,
I-
like,
Where?
it low-key almost happened, but then it didn't. It never
Oh,
happened.
no, I don't remember.
Really? I remember that.
No.
That's the only thing I remember.
Dang. Anyways.
All I remember is going to church. So after the first week, going to church, and Suzie happened to go to like the same church that I was planning to go to, and then I went in, and then I didn't even know how Suzie looked like because all I knew was her name and that she was Asian, and then she like we like made like, you know, like that awkward eye contact you do when you see someone new and you know they're new too because they seem hella new, so you kind of get that awkward eye contact. It's like, oh, you're new, I'm new. And then she just looks at me and she's like, you're Joseph, right? I'm like, okay, first of all, how did you figure out my name? Second of all, who are you? And, you know, it took off from there. That's how I got to know Suzie. I mean, we didn't really do anything after that. That was like just first impressions, I think, with names and faces. And then we didn't really hang out after
Honestly,
that.
I don't even remember that, like, that was not that, like, significant.
It was pretty significant.
Oh, really? Because I went up to a lot of people and I was like, you're Joseph, right? You're
I
Joseph,
remember
right?
you brought me to Cornerstone. I do remember that.
Really?
You were the one that said,
Oh
yo,
my
there's
gosh.
a Korean church
I
around
remember.
here. You gotta come through.
And you didn't talk to anyone.
And I didn't talk to
Oh my
anybody.
gosh,
And the
I
thing is, it
remember
was
that.
funny because, like, I woke up late. Do you remember that?
No. How am I going to
Dude.
remember that you woke up late to church?
So I woke up late to church, and I get, like, 3 calls from Suzie, like, where are you?
I don't remember.
And then, like, I'm like, oh, shoot. So I came in, and then I remember, like, I always tell this story, but it's like, they pick us up in a white van, right?
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, you're taught as a kid never to just go into random white vans. And at the time, the drivers was Toby and Ben Hunley. But then
Non-Asian
not
drivers.
Asian drivers, right? So I'm not racist. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It was just intimidating at first, and then I opened the door and I see all these like Chinese Korean people, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah. this
So
is
that's
it.
how I met Suzie. I remember.
Okay. But I think our first encounter was like, because we like said hi and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Yeah. We never hung out. We never, like...
We never hung out.
we did not hang out first.
We did not hang out.
semester.
Yeah, we did not hang out.
Because you guys are scared of me, apparently. Cause
No,
I
we
drank
weren't
too
scared
much.
of you. We weren't scared. We just
Oh.
didn't like you because you drank too much.
Yeah.
It's like, let's get that straight.
Okay.
At
weren't
that
scared of
time,
you.
you were a different person from
I
now.
was.
No,
Always
but
a
also,
different
like, I
person.
think we had a misconception. It's not like you guys were, like, insane, right? Were you guys insane?
I mean, I was
I don't
pretty
know.
insane.
I think
Okay.
you just...
kidding. I wasn't. I mean, it was just, we just had different, like,
Yeah,
lifestyles.
we had different lifestyles
Yeah.
at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't, like, hate you.
No,
Sure.
we just didn't know who you
No,
were.
we just didn't. We weren't scared. Why would we be scared?
I don't know. I thought you guys were scared of me.
No. Not that
But
scary.
like to clear things up though, I didn't meet Matt until like
Second
officially
semester.
meet Matt until like second semester.
Or, like, end
Wait,
of...
we
or
the
met
end of
Matt
first semester.
together, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so first semester I got to know Suzie a little bit,
But, like, not
and
even.
then
Not even.
but little bit as in like we had like
you
mutual meetings
swim or
through
something?
Cornerstone and stuff. But then I didn't meet Matt like officially until
We went to
we
his
were
house.
hanging out. Yeah, we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
hanging
that
out
was,
with as a class, and then
Oh,
we
game
planned
night,
out. Yeah, we planned out like spring break and everything. And Suzie and I turned out to be the
Only people who
only
weren't
people who were
going
staying back on
anywhere.
campus because. For me, home was back in Korea, and Suzie didn't want to have to go back home, so she was staying on campus.
I
Well, you
don't
know,
want to go back to my
it
family.
happened. It's over now. It happened.
Yeah.
And then
But I think
Matt
I
was like,
I
"Oh,
don't think-
bet if you guys haven't been to Chicago, I live in like in the suburbs near Chicago, so if you guys want to come over and hang, I'm cool with that." And
Yeah.
Suzie and I were like, why not? We're down because I've been to Chicago, but I haven't been like with friends, so
But
I was down.
if you think about it, it actually is very weird that it
It
happens.
is.
Because technically, I should never bring people to my house that I don't really know.
Well,
I was kind of surprised you were just like...
No, because I think at the time, I was so like... Okay. But anyways,
we're like not answering
yeah,
the
that's
question.
no, but we're talking about how we met.
Okay.
So then after the Valentine's, we got really close because we had to see each other to practice, and we always ate dinner
Stop
together.
hitting the table or you're
Oh,
gonna
sorry.
mess with the mic.
We ate dinner together, and then afterwards, probably the trip with spring break. That's when me, you,
Yeah.
Suzie, and Joey, we all got really close. We all got really
Because
close.
we spent like 4 nights in Matt's basement, so we talked a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like.
We talked a lot. We
Played a lot of games, watched Sky Castle, ate a lot of food.
Yeah.
I
a lot
watched
of good
Sky
food.
Castle. You guys focus.
Hey, man.
I
I was
still remember
trying,
a
man.
little
I'm
bit.
not
Yeah.
a
That was a good drama, though.
It
That was
was,
a good drama.
yeah.
I'm not a night owl. I can't stay up.
But yeah, that was fun.
And
But
then after that, we've like,
Yeah,
we're
we've-
pretty close.
Hung out pretty consistently afterwards.
except after Joseph left, we
Yeah.
like kind of got in a relationship. Like Matt was in his own relationship and I was in mine, so
Yeah.
like we kind of stopped.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think we gotta touch on a topic that the reason we got really close with Suzie as well over spring break at Matt's house was because Suzie was interested in a friend of Matt's and I's. Like, obviously, eventually led us to talking about her feelings for this guy, and then Matt and I giving advice. Matt having been in previous relationships, I necessarily haven't really been in a relationship, but as a guy, I could probably give my advice. So we were doing all that wingman stuff for Suzie. And
Watching her
by the
do makeup.
time I think spring break ended, she was feeling a lot more confident with where she was at. I think,
Yeah, I was
right?
pretty confident before that too.
Okay.
No, but actually, funny story though. In between, I remember like Suzie, like we were gonna go meet this guy, and then in Chicago, and then we were
yeah.
eating breakfast, and Suzie was like, "Guys, wait, I need to go downstairs to do my makeup." So she went down, she got all ready. She dolled herself up, and then Joseph comes downstairs. And he's like, "You don't look any different." And Susie's face is like,
I remember
How dare you?
That's a compliment.
No.
honestly.
But the thing is, like, Suzie literally
You look
spent
good
at
without
least
makeup,
15
too.
minutes, like doing everything. Like,
But like I didn't really do much because I only brought like blush.
yeah. But the thing is, like, she was her face after Joe was like, "There's no difference." She was
I was
like,
like, but anyways, yeah, that's how we got like. I think that's where, because I feel like talking about like feelings and boys and girls. That's like that's always fun to talk about. So I think that's when we got really really close. And then after that, like there was some distance. Like Joseph left us for army or whatever.
Oh, so I just left you guys, huh? Like, out of
And
my own
then-
decision.
Yeah, and then Matt was like in a relationship, and I was like in and out of, or actually cut that. That sounds bad.
In and out of, okay.
I was in a relationship, so it was like we like kind of drifted apart a little bit, but then after Joseph came back, or actually no, even before a little bit, we like kind of
yeah, I think we
caught
kind
up.
of realized we gotta probably catch up sometime.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't help that there was COVID and everything.
Oh, yeah,
That's true. COVID was a good excuse.
That is true.
COVID
I mean,
was a great excuse.
It's a good excuse, but also a good reason for not being able to meet with people, I think. It just naturally led to probably a lot of people just growing distant with each other and getting used to being by themselves.
True.
I wouldn't know because I wasn't out in the world during the most of COVID.
It was. I mean, honestly, we could have hung out.
I mean, yeah, it's not like,
yeah.
I mean, COVID did its effect, but I feel like we were still like, I don't know, we like kind of.
We had our own lives at the time.
Yeah,
Like,
and it was kind of too late to catch up. Like,
Yeah.
like we didn't talk for a very long, or not like completely off, but like, you know, so.
and I think we were all going. Like, we all had different friend groups. We all had different.
Yeah.
Like, we had all different. We were experiencing different things.
Yeah.
Friend groups back
right,
at home.
at the
friend
same
groups.
time. There's no reason to like hang out or like wasn't related to Suzie, and whatever Suzie was going to do wasn't related to me, so there was no reason to like not the first thing probably we thought of like,
Yeah.
oh, let's hang out with Matt.
Yeah.
It was like, no, let's hang out with Amber for you. For me, it was like, let's hang out with like Adrian, Ryan, all
Yeah.
So it's like
That's true.
that's like how it went. So
I mean, in a sense, I think this podcast is the reason we hang out a lot now. Honestly.
This is our second time hanging out.
Hey, you know, I'm just happy to be with you guys. You know, just being appreciative.
yeah.
because you're happy.
You know,
Let's be for all
I'm
of
just
us.
kidding. Yeah, that I agree, and I think
I think also the part of the inspiration for this podcast is because whenever we hang out, we just have really good conversations.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes there's like a valuable insight or a lesson that we just all kind of come to a conclusion with.
Yeah.
And I think it's those stories that
And
we just kind of want
sometimes
to share on the podcast.
and sometimes we don't necessarily agree, but I still think it's like good discussions.
Yeah.
So
I think me and Joe mostly agree with each other, just because I think we come from a guy perspective, right?
Yeah, when it comes to a guy and girl.
But then, like, it's nice to hear Susie's perspective because it's wrong. But I mean,
because it's
no, it's because it's just different.
different.
Yeah, it's not wrong. I'm joking.
It's
right.
Yeah. You guys are wrong. But to answer,
the question is, would it be possible, or is it possible for a guy and a girl to have platonic relationship? Meaning, you guys are just friends, no interest in one another. I mean, it could be guy between guy, where whatever your preferences are. But in a group setting or in between two people, is it possible to just be friends, have no
like forever
0%, interest, and make it last a long time? I mean, you see people out there, best friends for life, or a group of friends that seemingly, always hang out, and eventually, for the most part, there's always one or two people within a group of friends that'll end up dating, and everyone's like, oh, we saw it coming, because, it's like kind of natural, I think, for, like, if there's a guy and a girl in a group, and then they spend that much time together,
that is true.
I think you eventually grow attached to those people or that individual, and that leads to a relationship. And I don't think it's unnatural, but is it possible, though? Is it possible to be in a relationship or with a group of friends that's platonic?
Okay, let me ask you guys this. Like, would you guys ever date me?
I'm
gonna be honest. Okay, so I was gonna go off this because I haven't ever been in a situation to think about it.
Because I think it's because you've had other options.
Because I either
because you're probably
because you were dating other people, I was dating other people, I was going through stuff, you were going through stuff. I never was in a time period where I thought, wow, I could date Suzie Lee. You know what I mean? Like that's never. I never had a time.
Don't even think
You
about
literally
it.
just asked me.
Okay.
That's true.
So for me, that's my answer. I never had a time to think about it.
Well, think about it now.
That makes you want to leave the room, right? No, just kidding. That's a fair, yeah.
I would say, if I was actually looking for someone, because at the time when we met up, I was so set on going in the military and stuff that I was like kind of like, even though there was someone that was there, I kind of in the back of my head knew it wouldn't work out because I would have to do long distance. Obviously, if there's someone that I like, I'm gonna go for it, or I have feelings, and that's like, you can't deny your own feelings. But the end result was me going in the military. I know that's gonna be hard for me and whoever I'm with, so never really seriously put my efforts into wanting to date someone. But now that I'm back, I'm trying to get back into the mindset of it's okay to start dating now, meet people.
So yes, you would.
Because to be fair, this is the second or third time I'm meeting Suzie when I came back.
She's getting hotter and hotter every time.
You know what?
I'm just kidding. But can you actually finish up?
You're in a relationship now, Suzie. I don't want to.
No, but I like.
Well, to be fair, I've been asked the question a lot by a lot of people.
Ooh.
Would you?
Oh,
I've been asked by
probably me.
people like, would you, in all seriousness, like joking aside, because we're really close friends, would I date Suzie? And my answer would always be like, not at the time when they asked, is like, not if she's this person that she is right now forever. If she changes, maybe, like, because
Wait,
how was Suzie back then?
Ugly.
Annoying.
Hell annoying.
Ugly.
Wait, I asked because I thought you guys would be like, oh no, and then I thought we would move on from this question.
No, but we're more mature now.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
No, because
Obviously.
Okay.
I would say though,
Dennis,
probably not, because we've been at a position where we're just friends for a long time. I'm more comfortable with you as a friend. Like, I don't see myself dating you because I can't make myself to like you more than as a friend at this moment. If you were just like some other random person I never knew, and I just knew these facts about you, maybe I would consider. But
like what
facts? Having been through, like, you're a girl, you're Korean, you're Christian, and
girl was number one.
you're around my age group, like just those basic demographics, I would initially like checkbox, like default. Okay, good start. But having known you for this long already, and not growing those feelings, I probably wouldn't date you.
Okay.
But you know.
But you guys, so like, for you guys to answer the question, like, can guys and girls be platonically just friends? Like, it's no.
No, I disagree.
I would say yes, but it's really hard.
Really?
As a
I think
guy.
it's no.
I think. Okay. Wait. Why? What were you trying to say?
Okay, so I think it's no because
That's because you're horny.
That's
No.
true. No, you're not.
no. Okay, no. Wait.
Guys in
No.
general are-
No. Okay, so
Animals.
no.
Okay, you know what? That's a whole nother level.
Okay, so my reasoning is, I think as you get closer, like you know how we have like you have like guy best friends or like girl best friends. So for us, from kind of talking about myself, if I have a girl best friend, at some point I probably did have feelings for her, but I decided to not think about it or suppress it because I valued like either the friendship more, or I at the time didn't either want to date or something like that. I think a lot of the times if you're in a like really close friendship with someone of the opposite sex right now, and I guarantee you like either one side has thought about dating each other, but both sides are still remaining to like suppress that feeling for now because at the time either timing is not good. Like situation, like for example, like maybe your guy best friend is dating someone and you're not, or you guys are both dating, whatever, right? So I think there's no way you can be 100% platonic. It's just if you choose to like just completely remove that thought out of your head.
I think.
It's not I'm horny.
No, okay, that was a joke. I mean, like kind of, but I think from my perspective, and I feel like I like have like not. I think I have a lot of guy friends around me just because Purdue literally like. It's like almost all guys. There's like barely any girls here, but I mean like kind of like the ratio. Yeah,
That's a good point.
Or maybe how about the better question? You vibe with more guys than.
Okay, I don't want to say that because some people are gonna think I'm a pick-me girl.
Why would that
What?
be?
Because that's what they're. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, just continue.
Yeah, and like since I do like game with a lot of because like like I
Gaming community is definitely a large
I do
guy
have some
demographic.
guy friends around me, and I can tell you off the top of my head, I could name a couple of people that I would never date. Like I would never catch feelings for them ever. I won't say names. I feel like they would.
No, don't say names. Don't say names.
Yeah, so like I feel like.
But you can say.
I feel like it's only possible for some. Like I think it's people by people because I feel like some people can be platonically just friends forever, but some people like it's just like they're just like too scared to like try something or like you said like someone has a boyfriend or girlfriend. Like I saw this TikTok about it like. If like for a girl and a guy to be or like friends forever, they both have to be ugly.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then.
For so that explains.
For those guys you game with and you say you would never catch feelings for, would you have that? I would say the same depth of a friendship as maybe me and Matt. You know what I'm saying? Like the question also I think implies with the fact that defining a friendship between two people, it's got to go pretty deep. You know what I mean? Because if it's surface level, you can be classmates in a class and you would never catch feelings with a girl or a guy. But you're still technically friends. But like friends could go as far as, like hanging out, literally sleeping over at each other's houses, hanging out every day or every weekend, eating together.
That is a good point.
That's a whole nother level to a friendship. And between guys and between just girls or guys, you can probably do that forever because that there's so many conveniences coming with being the same sex, but when it comes to being an opposite gender or sex, like it could lead to feelings.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
The people I named or like people I thought of when I was like, I'll never catch feelings for like
You're not
really,
like deep friends. You just log on and play the game together.
That is true.
So I guess like
interesting point.
Who are your close friends on campus?
Do you want me to say the names right now?
No, but like, think about it.
Okay.
Like, do you think you could date those people?
Well, let me ask you this: like, you asked if we would date you. Would you date me or Matt? Like, would you see that happening at all? Like, aside from me and Matt's response. I mean, you probably know our position already, but
I think I'm the same way. Like, I feel like since we've literally our friendship started from you guys being a wingman for me. Like, I've never thought about like, would I date Matt or like would I date Joseph? I don't think I've like thought about you guys like that. So I don't know, but that's a good point that you brought up.
Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like my close guy friends, I'm very limited. Like, Like, because a lot of the friends are, like, people I hang out with or, like, people I game with. But the people who I'm, like, really close with, I feel like, I don't know if it can be, like, 100% platonic. As in, like, I might have, like, thought about, oh, like, would I? Like, do I like this person? Like, or is it just, like, friendship? I think. So maybe you guys are, like, convincing me now.
Because, like, it's like...
Getting convinced.
now I feel weird. No, but, like, it's like you can, like the person, like, for who they are, but then, like, to like, you know, like someone, that's a little bit different, right?
Because liking someone and dating someone is so different.
Because, like, to be honest, I would have to first to, like, just, like you as a person.
Right. True. And you also have to be physically attracted, so sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys. Just kidding.
You know what? Okay.
So
we just gotta roast each other like that.
No, yeah, like, yeah, so it's different, yeah.
I would say, though, for me, I do think guys and girls can be... Like, close friends could be in a platonic relationship. Like, just coming from my experience, I've never actually really dated anyone yet, but I've had plenty... I would say in high school, the majority of my friends was probably closer to more girls than guys. Just because I was...
swam.
Okay, you know what? Maybe you're right, but for me at least, I was attracted to the fact that I think around that age, girls tend to be a little more mature than guys. I mean, stereotypically in high school. And I don't want to, like, make myself seem so mature or anything, but for me in high school, I kind of didn't vibe with the immatureness guys would do, or, like, how guys would hang out in high school. Like, I found myself more vibing with what girls would do. Like, they would study more, or they would kind of put academics before hanging out. Like, they would be the ones to be making the study guide for the class, whatever. I mean, that seems very nerdy and whatnot, but I found that responsibility and that kind of matureness a much more attractive quality in a friend compared to what guys would offer. Not to say I didn't have guy friends in high school. I had plenty of guy friends in high school. But when it comes to, I think, the question of being in a platonic relationship, I had plenty of friends who were girls, but I only saw them as friends. And we had pretty close friends. Like, we would be in the same club, we would be in the same sport, we would be, you know, in the same class. And there are definitely friends who were girls that I caught feelings for. It's kind of natural. But there are definitely girls that I were really close with, but I just wasn't a platonic, like, I would never...
Is it because you weren't physically attracted to them?
I think maybe, but at the same time...
Rip to Joseph's high school friends.
All his high school friends are like, this shit.
No, but at the same time,
but,
the
like,
girls that I was hanging out with either already was in a relationship, so first of all, that stops everything. Like, I feel like if you're
Does it? No, I'm just kidding.
If you're in a friend, okay, you know what?
It's more fun to shoot with the goal. We know some people that do that.
Okay, you know what? I think this is, off topic.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you're right.
Definitely feel like if a girl's in a relationship, that turns off a lot of the initial attraction to catch feelings.
I feel like this is, like, very toxic, but for me, or not anymore, but I used to think it was attractive, like, when guys had a girlfriend.
I also heard that's a thing.
Isn't it like because the guy is boyfriend material? Like,
because
like
know he's a good person. I'm not saying I, like, ever looked at, like, a guy with a girlfriend and was like,
that's
wow,
understandable.
you know?
Like, wow, Johnny.
No!
Wow, Stevie.
Oh, man.
I hope they don't watch this.
Yeah.
You're probably like...
But you know what I mean? Yeah, but...
Sorry, Rebecca and Grace.
We're cutting that shit out. But I don't know. But I feel like being platonic is, like, I don't know. Because, like, our friendship right now is platonic, right?
Yeah, definitely platonic.
So actually, can you quickly define platonic?
I'm not gonna vocabulary.
Yeah, okay.
No, okay, so some people, I feel like, could have different definitions of platonic, right?
I think platonic is, like, you guys not wanting to date each other.
Okay, platonic, according to Oxford Languages, the dictionary,
what a nerd.
platonic is of love or friendship. It's an adjective. It's intimate and affectionate, but not sexual. So basically, that confirms the fact that a platonic relationship has to be intimate or has to be of a deeper, quality. Has to be affectionate. You guys actually have to care for each other, but there's no sexual attraction.
So you
and
could
meaning like you guys could probably do things that would seem little off, but it seems very affectionate for each other, but it's not in a sexual way, or it's not in a way where you want to become that person's partner or whatever.
I don't think cuddling is always sexual.
Well, define cuddling
Again,
for you.
Matt is horny.
Because I have seen people around. Because first of all, I don't do because like physical touch is actually something that I don't like doing. I don't like ever touch people. Like if I want Susie's attention, I'm just gonna keep yelling at her. Like I'm not gonna like.
If you ever touch me, I would literally.
Bye, Matt.
You guys are making me seem to be a very bad person. No, because I've seen people who like they're able to like stand really close, sit next really close to each other, right? Maybe like the girl leans a little bit more in, and it's just like that's it.
I've had people or a specific person who asked for a platonic cuddle before.
I remember the story.
Yep.
Yeah.
Platonic cuddle.
Yeah, he was like.
So what's a platonic cuddle?
I'm not sure, and that's why I said no because I was like, I don't think that's something.
Is it like you just slightly?
Okay, I feel like with the example of Matt leaning on someone's shoulder, I've had plenty of, or not plenty, but I've had experiences where, okay, so as a swimmer, we would go to swim meets, right? And we would go to a different school or a different country or different, like city or whatever to swim at the competition. And swimming, like, obviously wears you out a lot. So when we're done, we're like driving back on the bus, we would be sitting, right? And whether it's a guy or a girl, like, you would probably fall asleep because you're hella tired from the meet. But, okay, I've had a couple of cases where a girl would be sitting next to me. We're pretty close friends, so that's why we're sitting next to each other. And she would purposely, like, position herself to get comfortable and, like, lean on me to sleep,
Okay.
Like, it's
so
not
maybe...
accidentally, like, they're falling asleep and they accidentally lean, because that's accidental or not on purpose. But they purposely, because we're close friends, they feel comfortable
get away from
with
me.
like being in my space, like, because we know each other beyond the point of just, like, it's okay for her to, like, I'll probably say okay, and she'll without even asking, she'll just lean on me and
okay, but
fall
like,
asleep.
did your heart like beat fast? Like, did that like? What,
Well, it depends on the girl.
It depends on how hot they are.
Depends on the girl, but sometimes
on the
I would
level
be
of
like, is this a sign? Like, okay, she making the move.
Because I don't.
It's happened
Actually, that's
like
really weird.
2 or 3 times. And
Maybe.
That's really weird.
Okay, maybe I didn't like in college. I think the guy friends I made are very like guyish relationship. Like I wouldn't like
what's up,
like
bro?
lean on you guys.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Like fist bumps.
Like I feel like our friendship isn't like that. I mean,
no.
even if I did, I don't think it would be weird. But like our friendship is just not like that. So I don't have any experiences like.
But I don't think
shoulders.
like if for us especially, I think if you did that, the initial reaction wouldn't be, oh, Susie likes me. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I
like this
girl.
She's definitely drunk. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like I think that'd be the first reaction. It wouldn't be like, oh, we think maybe it's like
Susie likes us. Yeah.
I feel like our relationship is really built on like being sarcastic with each other. So we would. Like, in times of need, we will definitely, be the ones to be there for each other. But on surface level, and even to a certain extent, like, the way we hang out is always...
Like roasting.
Yeah, hanging
Matt
out, being sarcastic,
like,
we have a vantage point on everyone, or on each of us, where we could probably attack that person's feelings in a way where they'll kind of, hold back on what they're trying to say or whatever. And it's like... It would seem toxic, but it's the way we hang out, and I think it works. Yeah. And I kind of like it in a way where it's like, that means we're really comfortable with each other in a sense.
I feel like this is like the time when Joseph showed like the most emotions about this friendship before. Because I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like whenever we talk, it's mostly Matt talking, and me and Joseph listening.
White.
But no, I like, that's just how it is.
Okay,
but like, Joseph's like so actively talking about his friendships.
I got a lot to say.
Yeah.
I haven't talked with anyone with
That's
a
true.
friend in like over a year and a half, so
That is true.
missed this a lot. But yeah, definitely do see you guys as friends.
Good.
That
Thank you so
I am
much.
very
Glad we cleared that up.
I wasn't sure before.
I was sweating. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we strangers or?
Wait, what questions were we answering? I forgot.
Well, so we were gonna answer this one because it
Kinda
segued really
described.
nice
Yeah.
to the status of our relationship.
Yes.
I guess then.
And as of right now, to answer the platonic, I guess our answer is no.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's
Very
it's
hard.
tough.
It's a
Super
hard no.
situational.
I think it's a possibility.
It definitely is possible, but you're always gonna find yourself in a situation where there's one or two people that are.
Or
you're
I
gonna
feel
fall
like
for.
even if you'd say like, oh, I'd never date the person, I would never date the person. Like there will be moments where you like kind of like question the possibilities. I feel like.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have personally.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely natural.
Yeah.
I think. There's nothing wrong with it either. We're not saying being in a relationship with friends and you catching feelings with someone is a wrong thing.
Yeah,
We're just saying,
it's not.
is it possible to not?
Not yet.
And we're saying no. So, good on you for those who find someone that they're attracted to in a group of friends.
I think that's honestly a good way to find a significant.
It's the most
other.
natural way too.
Yeah, and it's like you show like your most natural side.
But actually, I do remember you saying in the beginning, like freshman year, that you could never date somebody that you were super close with. I do remember you saying that. Yeah, because like I think all of us probably thought the same way, but like we just didn't say it at the time. Because like I think now we're like I think for me, like I told Joe, as I get older, my list of like requirements, if I have a requirement list, is shorter and shorter.
Mine opposite. I think.
Oh really?
Long, like.
Because for me, it's like it's just who you vibe with.
Would you say then? Would you advise against dating someone you've known for a long time, or someone you just got to know?
Here's my personal experience, but this is also like where my toxicity come in. I feel like when I first get interested in somebody and like we start talking, I like start fantasizing that person. Like I would like kind of, even though like I wouldn't know that person that well, right? Because we like just started talking. I would start imagining things about them, or not in a weird way.
Like a
No,
simulation.
I know,
Yeah, like
dating or like
oh, I think he's so funny. He's probably good to his parents.
Abs.
Like he, you know, like stuff. Not
Making
abs.
assumptions.
No, he's probably nice body. No, like yeah, like making
That's nice.
assumptions that I don't know about just because I have like, because I'm such an emotionally based person, emotion-based person that I would just like assume so many things. Emotional person, yeah. So like later on in the relationship, when they, for example, if I thought like, oh, I think he's probably gonna be like good to his mom, which you know it's kind of important to me. Like if he wasn't, I would just be like, wow, like what a disappointment, you know. So I feel like for me personally, I would advise you to like get to know that person for a while before like. But it's hard. Like when you start
really
catching
hard,
feelings, you don't want to like hold
because
it off.
even if you know someone for long, like you can hide a lot of things.
That is true.
So for me, I dated someone that I knew for a long time, but to say that I really knew the person is like kind of wrong because it's just like we knew of each other for a long time. But then like when we finally started dating, we like I think first of all it was like during high school, so like we're all like hormonal and stupid and don't know how to process anything.
Horny.
Right? Yeah, probably.
Horny.
And then so like it's like we don't know how to process anything, so it's like that was like I think that's in my situation the timing was wrong. But I do want to say though, like dating someone that you knew for a long time, you actually like I feel like just doing stuff is actually so much better because you like doing the same things.
Can you define doing stuff?
Oh, like
sounds
sorry. Like going
Man
to
is
restaurants,
funny.
like going to restaurants.
Doing math problems
No.
together.
I mean like
Yeah.
I mean like going to the gym.
So fun.
Right? Like restaurants,
Right.
right? Like activities, right? I should say
You
stuff,
always
stuff.
say doing stuff. I'm like, that sounds so
No,
weird.
it's like you guys are horny because you think that's what
No, that's because we know you.
What? Alright, everyone okay, I'm about to lose my small group position.
Let it out.
I'm about to lose my No, 'cause-
Yeah.
okay, so like I think when I was with that person, when we decided like what to go eat, it was like automatic. We knew like we all like to eat the same things. We all like to like do the same activities,
It's
work
natural.
out. It was natural. It was super like easy and comfortable. So I think that is a plus when it comes to knowing someone for a long time because like you can just automatically know, okay, for example, okay, Suzie doesn't like to do this. Right? So since I already know that, I'm not gonna bring it up.
Don't put me in the example. Just kidding.
We're friends, but we're not friends like that.
We're not that close.
I'm creating such thoughtful answers.
I know.
And everything I say is either Matt's horny or don't put me in the
Dude,
example.
we should crop out the part where I'm like, Matt's horny, and then every time you say that, we're gonna, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
anyways,
yeah, but you know what I mean, right? So I think that's the advantage, and also like it's sometimes you know their parents, you know their siblings
that is
already,
true.
like
Right.
you
know their background.
you know their friends, right? You know like
what they do.
yeah, what they do,
Their
like
habits.
what they'd done, like why'd you laugh?
Wait, so you would advise against or for dating someone who's
No, I would for definitely.
But I think there is a downside because
because you lose
there's-
that
You
could
relationship
lose,
if you
yeah,
break up,
yeah.
right?
also, okay, that is a big part, but also I feel like that beginning stage of a relationship, like you never get back. Like that's the only time you like get to
The
know
chase.
them. Yeah, the chase, like
I don't
the
care about the chase.
oh my god. Well, I do.
Personally,
I like-
the chase. I want to
Just
chase.
Yeah.
I want to capture or whatever.
Capture.
Hold on to her. Yeah.
Like I don't.
Oh, like, you like
I
that
hate
comfortable?
the. I hate the like anxiety of like, does she like me? Does she not
I
like me?
love that. Because usually I feel like every time I felt that, like that person ended up liking me.
Well, good for you.
Oh, nice. Well, I would say
I
though,
can't say that.
for me, I've never like known. Okay, so unfortunately or fortunately, I guess wherever perspective you look at, I had to move around a lot due to different circumstances, different countries, different states, different schools. I've been to like 5 different elementary schools. Lived in like 2 different states, 2 different countries. It's hard, and to have someone you've known for a long time is not part of my equation. So that's why it's so interesting for me. Like, I don't know what it's like to eventually catch feelings for someone that I've known maybe since like middle school or whatever, because I don't talk with my middle school, unfortunately, to my middle school friends anymore. Even some of my high school friends.
Who leaned her head against my shoulders.
That was high school. I mean, there are
Yep.
some high school friends I still talk to,
I'm in Purdue.
but even with that,
Indiana.
had to go to college. Even in the middle of college, had to go to the military. There's so many disconnects, so I've never like had that long-term just friendship.
Yeah.
You guys are one of the longest friends, and I would consider my closest
change
friends
that.
right now.
Sorry, I'm taken.
So like for me, it's always like I have to decide. Right now, am I going to pursue this person as someone I'm interested in, or just kind of become friends for now?
I wouldn't think that way though.
But I had to at that moment because.
Well, I'm saying now.
Oh, now, yeah.
Like
This is a new start. The relationships I make now are probably gonna last longer than all the other ones I've had so far. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm in a position where I'm already at an age where dating it should be like a normal thing. But just getting started, like starting at ground zero with no one to work with, in a sense, it's kind of hard. So
Well, it's okay. Like the year just started.
yeah, I mean.
It's been 20 days.
Okay, if you put it like that,
No,
it makes
but
it
it
sound like I've been trying every day.
No, I
also,
knew it.
Joseph's face is really red.
I
Right
know.
now.
I'm
you
like,
look,
why?
Are
you
you
look
okay?
drunk.
No, when I talk, my face gets really like red
Okay, stop talking.
because I get blood.
No, I was surprised whenever, literally 2 weeks ago, I was like, so what's you guys' New Year's resolution? And Joseph goes, I want a girlfriend. I was like, what the?
Someone
okay.
exposed me like that, huh?
I was like, okay, Joseph.
It's Joseph
That's on my
Kim Korea.
list.
Hit him up.
His shoulders are wide open. No, just
Oh
kidding.
my god.
Oh, Opa's here.
No, let's not. That's
Oh,
fucked up.
Why did I think of
forgot
that? Why did I
about
think
that.
about that?
I
That was
forgot.
when we were talking about our
that's
types.
that's
and
interesting.
Stuff
Oh,
that went at your house.
No, I thought that was about. Never.
Oh, that too. Maybe that too.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a story for another
Oh,
time.
Okay,
I just remembered
okay.
that story.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then
That's
you
a
made it
story.
weird. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, wait, I,
'Cause
made it a
You were like,
meme.
Opa's here.
I
Actually,
made it
though.
a meme.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
But yeah, it's yeah. I do advise though if like you've known someone for a long I think a lot of people I know they're like, oh, I've known him for so long, like I can't be friends because again, there's that fear of like losing the friendship, right? Which is very valid. So if that's like what you feel, like totally fine. But I wouldn't completely like X that out as an option because the fact that you're with that still friends with that person for that long means you're compatible in some way.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't raise your hand.
Yes.
I also think, here's what I thought. oh yeah, like I don't want to date this person because we've been friends forever and like I don't want to ruin the friendship, but you guys can't be friends, or like, because if you don't date, eventually you guys are gonna get married to like other people. So I feel like if you're the only factor that's stopping you from like, you know, dating that person is because you're scared that you're gonna lose a friend, like you can get married and still like, you know, be friends forever, you know. It doesn't always have to be like, oh, we break up and like things get messed up, I feel like. So
Because I think even too, like, I'm still like kind of like you, I would say friends with my exes.
Not
Like,
me.
okay.
Would you say then, if you were friends with someone for a real long time and you ended up dating that person, and let's say it didn't work out, what are the chances of you still being friends, like ending on good terms with someone? And this doesn't have to be with someone for a long time.
I've always ended on good terms with people. I think I've been pretty blessed with like very mature people around me in terms of not you two, but like in terms of who I dated, they're pretty mature people. I think I'm not even gonna count like my first relationship was really messy, but I don't really blame her. I know I used to, but but I think like I think as I got older and like looking back on it, we were both just stupid, and I think it was just bad timing. But I think in general, like I've broken up pretty cleanly, and I think that opens up like the potential to be friends and then maybe date again, right? So I think like that's like pretty cool in my opinion. Yeah, like what you that like, and it's very possible. I feel like a lot of people say like, oh, you broke up for a reason, that's why you should never be with them. I think people change. Like if you date right again after like a year, yeah, probably nothing changed, but you never know, right? I can't speak like if someone could change. I don't know, like a lot could happen, but
I think for exes to be friends again, I think the breakup has to be like somewhat of a mutual breakup. It can't be like I'm breaking up with you and then like, hey, can we be friends again? Like, I don't think that's how it's gonna work out.
And if you're gonna be friends with that, if it happened, it's kind of one-sided. To be friends again, you probably need an extended amount of time away from that. Yeah, so at least 3 years or something like that. Or something like that.
Oh yeah, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years or so, probably.
Because it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of time.
Yeah, that's a good number. Yeah.
Would you say that maybe when it comes to, because I've never really broken up with anyone, but if you're in a relationship and you break up, there's this concept of rebound, right? You're at such a loss with having a significant other and then not having it all of a sudden. You feel like you need someone to fill in that position. Do you feel more compelled? Because I know it's a pretty common situation or concept for people to just rebound, and usually the rebound is either another one of your close friends, because you can skip all that chase and dating part, or it's the friend of your girlfriend's or whatever, like you had someone in mind before. Would you say that rebound's there?
So I'm like a hopeless romantic, meaning that when I fall for somebody, I fall really hard. So
Yikes.
That's true.
I could see that for sure.
You're not wrong.
so
That's a simp.
so
Okay.
So if I break up with somebody, the only person I would want to date is her again. I'm not even if it's either her or no one. So don't raise your eyes.
Sorry.
No rebound. No
Because
rebound.
I'm this is saying I have something to say after you, because I don't want to like.
Okay, yeah. So basically, so for me, I'm not even thinking about any other girl, or any other situation other than getting back with that or the person I broke up with.
So you don't feel that empty spot as a significant other, but as that person.
Yeah. So so like if I lose for example, let's say that girl's name is Alex. If I lose Alex, right?
I think say Alice and all.
Alex, right? If it's just Alex, right? Like, I'm not looking to replace Alex. I'm looking for Alex. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So it's like that's like how I would say.
This is gonna kind of hurt to say, but I think it also depends on who broke up with who. Because
that's true.
personally, like, it just happens to be I've been the one to break up my relationships so far.
I've been broken up with, so
so then for me, like, every time I broke up, which is not that many times, I wasn't like, I like wanted to be single again. Like, I kind of wanted time for myself, so I didn't really want to rebound. Like, even if there was like a potential somebody, I'd be like, okay, actually, like, I kind of want to like time for myself right now. So I don't think I've ever like had like a rebound or like, you know, that.
I think if you have a rebound, like just judging from what we just did, you're actually horny.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sure.
probably.
Yeah,
But I didn't, so I'm not.
Me neither.
What would you say then? What would you say then when you break up is a good amount of time before you pick it up again? Whether or not you made the excuse
I know
for
people
time
have
for
like
yourself?
they have like a formula. It's whenever you're ready. If you're ready 2 weeks after, do it. Like to me, like I don't like telling people like you you dated how long? You dated 6 years. Okay, so then you have to stay single for 3 years because you have to do half the time. I know like if you follow that, I'm sure it's a great benchmark. I'm not saying it's wrong, but for me, it's when you're ready.
And I think, frick, I lost the thought.
But like, would you say that maybe you would also consider the other person's feelings? So if you broke up with person A, and 2 weeks later you start dating person B, like person A is like, what the heck? Like, was this our relationship like nothing to you? Are you not gonna like? I don't want to call it a mourning process or whatever, but like, you don't want to give it some time to think about it and respect our distance.
But if you're thinking for like, saying, I've never done that, but like so I'm thinking too, like if I'm the one like I just broke up and I'm dating someone again. I think there's a reason why you left that person, right? Like maybe it was toxic, maybe it was a bad thing, right? So like if you leave like for example like a toxic relationship, like a really bad relationship, you already know what you want, right? Because you've been thinking this whole time, how can I get out of here? Or hopefully how can I get out of here and then who is going to be different, right? So I think in like it's like situational, but in that situation you can be like, okay, this person, since I've known this person for a long time, is what I want. So therefore, if you feel ready, you can just do it. So it's a little bit weird. So it depends on what side you're on.
But I think also, like that breakup point doesn't necessarily mean the time you're distancing yourself though. Because I've like, this is so bad, but I've like thought about breaking up with somebody, but like dragged on that breakup for a little bit. So like my heart was already kind of distant. So then like
you still hang out a little bit.
So to me, like the time frame was really short from one of my relationship to another, but like actually the time frame like where my heart stood was like pretty full.
But I think for the guy, that's hard to understand. That's hard to understand.
That's like also
so
my
like because like
fault.
how can he? Because like for him, like not that he's blinded, but you know what I mean, like
he was blinded kind of.
But that's not a bad thing because he's just trusting you. Like he's just trusting you.
It was so horrible. Like actually, like that's my fault too. But yeah, so I'm saying like the breakup point doesn't necessarily always mean like when she or like whoever loses feelings.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
Wow, that does like my mouth is getting dry because we're talking so much. Yeah, can I actually have a sip of water, please?
Yeah. Oh, that works too.
Too lazy to go all the way.
So it's interesting because we dated before. Like, we like me and Suzie, we haven't dated like a
not each other, not each other, not each
Just
other.
to clarify,
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say we haven't dated like I've only dated 3 people.
I'm not saying.
Okay,
actually,
but like,
only like 3.
Yeah, right. So like serious ones, like maybe three. Like we haven't dated people, but it's funny because like Joe hasn't dated anybody. So it's like he's coming from like.
Okay, you know what? I want to just officially clarify the way I define dating. I think for me. Okay, you know what? I don't think I've been really honest with myself.
Okay, but you've been chased before, right?
Oh yeah, I'm
so jealous.
Okay, you know what? I've been in a situation where this is a whole nother topic. We can talk about this later. We can talk about this later, but I've been in a position where I've heard from a friend of mine, probably a girl, saying, "Oh, my friend, which is another girl, likes you." I hear that, right?
Hey, same.
And then that triggers a scenario in my head. It's like, okay, if this girl likes me and if I like her back, that could end us up in a relationship. It's now up to me, kind of, you know, like if I like her back and it becomes mutual, we like. And I've been in a couple situations where we both know it's mutual to a certain extent, and all we have to do really is say, hey, you want to start dating, or do you want to be my girlfriend, or do you want to, start going out, right?
You have to say that.
But I've never made that final step. I've been close to a couple of girls in my high school career, but I've never started the title for labeling the relationship as a boyfriend-girlfriend. We've always either kind of fizzled out, and I think for the most part, the girl and I would just kind of agree to end it in a way where we're all close friends now, hopefully. I mean, I don't know their true feelings, but they would break the chase, I think, and it wouldn't result in a relationship. So that's why I say I've never been in a relationship. I've been in chases. I've been in a situation where I've mutually liked the girl, and she liked me back, and I could see a relationship happening. But for me, it's always been cut off, or I kind of project it long-term seeing, because I'm the type of guy to be like, is she going to be the one, right? And if the answer eventually is no, then why waste the time and resource, Like, and with the timeline of my life of being always moving to another school or another country or whatever for whatever reason, I knew I would have to do some sort of long distance anyways. And hearing, past stories from everyone, I knew that I wasn't cut off for that right now, so it's not worth the investment, so I would cut it off. That's why I've never really been in a relationship. Never
So
dated.
you've been in a lot of situations.
I've been,
right?
so I definitely do know the feeling of liking someone and having them like you back, and that like the butterflies in your stomach of, oh, this is the one or this is the girl, the heart, like.
Remember that?
You know what? All right, okay.
He's so red right now.
I'm red this whole
Wait,
time.
I feel like this would be a good topic next time. Like, do you have to be the one, or
Right?
do you have to date the one?
I feel like we should probably end here, and we'll talk about next time
We'll
our
do
types.
We'll do one quick funny one. 1 second.
Okay, just like a
Yeah,
short.
we'll talk about our types and all that later.
Like,
So
yeah. So tune in next time.
yeah. Well,
Reasons why Amber Wu is awesome.
to end the podcast, we're gonna talk about why Amber Wu is the one, the awesome.
The one way.
Oh,
Whoa.
Sorry, the word was stuck in my mouth.
Caleb
Amber-
Ho, I punched him in the face.
Why Amber Wu is awesome.
I'm not gonna talk about it because she is not awesome.
I would also give it to you.
All right. Well, that ends the podcast. Amber Wu, sorry you're not awesome. If you guys want to hit that subscribe and like button.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for our podcast.
That was
That was a lot. That was good
Yeah.
though.
Hopefully we
Good.
can do this weekly. We're going to aim for weekly, maybe bi-weekly if we're students still, so we got a lot of stuff to do.
I have so much stuff to do.
Susie's got a stream, so
Yeah, I mean that's my 1st
we'll probably cut it around here. Yeah, please. I think we'll go for 100 likes or 100 subscribes for that live stream, but yeah.
I will live stream it on my Twitch.
Oh,
No,
bad.
I'm just kidding. I can't let my followers know like that.
Or we can just record it and just post
It's,
it somewhere.
Twitch.tv Sleeth Rose.
Yeah, it's Slate Throws for those of you who are wondering.
She has the same smile in every single picture.
But yeah.
So if you like consistency.
So if you guys listened this far, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, actually though, if you listen
Yeah.
this whole episode, dude, you're the real one.
But like
You
this
have
is
no life.
no, but I'm just saying.
it's
we
just
talk
gonna
about
get
our own
more and
stuff.
more interesting. So
Yeah.
tune
This was a trial run, honestly.
Yeah.
Can we stop talking over each other?
Sorry.
Hey,
Yeah, our audio's gonna get like so overlapped. Actually, I don't know if that's how it
I
works.
might already have a headache on the audio.
I know. We're like breathing too much like carbon dioxide because we're all talking.
All right. At that point, all right, guys. Thank you. We'll catch you later. Peace out. Bye bye.
Make sure you
Bye.
breathe carbon dioxide.
Bye.
You do.